Hello everyone, it's Johnny here again, and I'm going to be going over 4 responses for pages 1 through 132 of Mankind. And so the first person I'm going to go over is Sangin. She responds to the second question that states, how do you like the book so far? And like myself, she's one of the very few people that find it not so great. And it's nothing to do with the author or the way they're writing, but more so the exercises. She states that she just wants to kind of move through the book and read it, and she feels that the exercises aren't affecting her the way that the book says it should. And I feel the same way, so I agree with that. The next person I'm going to go over is Sierra Gonzalez, and she responds to the question about what does she think Dr. Jane would agree or disagree with, and if she would like it. And she starts to talk about the connection between the two in terms of writing style. She saw that they used quotes just like Dr. Jane did, and that she would like that. And that she also really likes how they talk about the way you feel things internally. And so that was a really cool outlook on that. And the next person I'm going to go over is Elena Barreda. And she responds to the question about what she thinks Dr. Jane would think about it as well. And she does talk about something that she would like, but I like that she also points out something that she wouldn't like. And that's I always like to see objective looks. And she talks about the way that the word trauma is being used in this book by Mencken, and that Dr. Jane wouldn't use it as loosely, and I agree. But also, I think it's not just confined in those two spots, and I think that's what Elena was trying to get to, is that it's not just an unsafe place. It's much more than that. The last person, but not least, is going to be Liana Gonzalez, and she responds to how does she like the book. And again, I chose hers because she's one of the few, like myself and St. Din, that haven't really got into it just yet the way we did with Dr. Jane's book. And she states that so far she doesn't like the book, but she doesn't hate it either, and I can totally agree with that. And she talks about pretty much the same thing that Elena talked about, that it's mainly the use of the word trauma. It's not ideal the way he's using it, but maybe it's because we haven't gotten through the whole book yet and we don't understand what he's trying to get at yet. Thank you for listening, and those are my responses.